Hello guys, it's Grimdutch here with another video, and today we have a big one. I've been working on this for almost 1 year. The progress video you see right here. The last one was in 2021. I think in early February as well when I'm recording this. So it's been a while since we got a progress video, but I wanted to make a big one. A lot of achievements actually. We're first starting off with some skilling, which I've done quite a lot of in the end of 2021. But first off, also in the double experience weekends or AFK smithing, what I'm doing right now, because well, I needed to get 200 mil smithing and agility, and it was great for clue scrolls with the Prosper perk. No big book yet at that update because it was early 2021, so we hadn't had a big book. Right now it would net me a lot more clue scrolls, but we got the 200 million experience in agility. The first skilling achievement of the video and the progress video. I'm very happy to get 200 million. Wasn't too difficult with the Silverhawk feathers. Haven't done much real agility training, to be fair, so I haven't got the pet, which should bite me later on when I go for all the pets, but for right now I'm not going for that. So next up we have another skilling achievement. This time it's going to be mining or smithing. It's going to be mining this time. Had some lambs left over. I wanted to get the 120 mark done. So right here, 120 mining. Also a very AFK skill. Quite enjoy doing mining. Mostly did it on the Uncharted Isles because that's one of the best experience rate there is. So I did that for a very long time. 200 million smithing. The second 200 million skill in this video achieved. Very happy to tick that off as well. At this point I wasn't really going for max XP yet. Well, not at that point. I was doing quite a bit of clue scrolls on the side as well. But at the end of 2021 I first started to go all out on the skilling. Next one is the mining. It was quite AFK, which I could do all day long actually. And yeah, 200 mil wasn't that difficult to achieve, I have to say. Just took a little bit of time because it's not the fastest experience in the game, but we got the 200 million in mining as well. So another skill ticked off. At this point we have quite a few of them left, but first off we are going to get the divination pet. We did get the divination pet at 55.4 million experience, which isn't that unlucky. It's quite lucky actually to get that pet, because some of these skills I've been doing with proteins, for example, you can't get the pet, so divination pet was very welcome. Right now we have a section of quest which I started doing because that was one of my goals for the year, to get the Questscape Norman's Elegy completed right there. Really want to get that Questscape. It's been a goal for a very long time, but it was so difficult to keep myself doing those quests and keep doing them actually. Was very difficult, but at some point I was so close I decided to do them all. Curse of the Blackstone, which was actually quite a fun quest as well. Some of the quests I really didn't enjoy doing, but at the end some of them were quite long but quite rewarding as well. Broken Home was one of them. Really dreaded doing that. I was really afraid that it would be very difficult, but turns out it wasn't that difficult actually. So I did that in, I think a few tries, like 2 or 3 times I did that quest in, and to get the achievement. Also needed for a master crucial step, which is kind of the motivation factor for me to get those clues done. I need to get those quests done, so I did that with the Ascender's quest as well. Not needed for any clues, but when you are that close to the Questscape, why not go for it, right? So that is also done. 412 quest points, just a few more to go. This one was a quite new quest, don't remember the name out the top of my head, but quite an enjoyable one. I think questing, if you really set your mind to it, is one of the most fun experience in the game. But it's something you really need to get into a rhythm for, and that's sometimes difficult when you're doing other things. But I managed to get myself to do all of those quests, to get it done, and then focus back on the clue scrolls. And after that the skilling. City of Sanniston, of course, that was the name of the quest. Really not good with quest names, so don't ask me about that, but that was one of the last quests, or actually the last quest we needed to do for the Questscape. So just one more left actually to end things off, and yeah, that was Slisk's endgame, which was a very long quest, but very rewarding, with 5 XP lamps of 250k. So very nice to get that done before max experience, of course, because otherwise kind of doing it for nothing. So also got some items which I can use for skilling, which I not really have been using all that much. So now we can claim the quest point cape finally after all these years. Haven't set my mind to it before, but now we have the quest point cape. Actually very happy about that. I actually had some dices which I could claim as well. Never lucky, and the second one was also never lucky, but nevertheless, we are going to continue with some skilling content. 120 prayer achieved. Very nice milestone. It was insanely fast with the method I did with the auto sanctifiers. Took a lot of effort though to get all of those auto sanctifiers, but I know right now at this moment of recording there are much better ways to do prayer. 150 million right there as well. A lot faster ways, a lot more convenient ways, but always comes out to when you're doing that method. 120 divination, not that long after that, which is one of the better looking 120 capes in my opinion, so I was very keen on getting that 120. Haven't been using the cape because, well, I have been using my veteran cape because I just like it, but maybe I will change my outfit later on to the 120 divination cape, which is a very nice one. Next up, another 200 million skilling achievement. This time it was prayer. Prayer was insanely fast, as I said, so didn't took me that long after 120 to get 200 mil. Next off we have 120 woodcutting, which a little bit of a time gap between those two because I've been focusing on crucibles in between. But 120 woodcutting was a nice achievement. I haven't been doing woodcutting all that much, but those treasure hunter promos now and again did help the woodcutting gains. Also Brawling Gloves did help a big deal with that. 120 hunter in one of the bonus experience weekends. I think that was the last one of 2021, which I achieved 120 hunter, and after that I just wanted to continue even after the bonus experience weekend. At this point my mind was set, I'm going to get max experience in all skills before the end of 2022, or in the beginning of 2022 actually. 200 million hunter achieved quite fast with the protein traps. Very nice that the big book was already out by then, which I could have gotten a lot, more elite clue scrolls from that. But next up we have a combat one, because I've put off ranged for quite a while actually. Haven't been training that besides the experience I got from gathering those hard clue scrolls. 120 rage achieved right there. Now we have the big one of the big ones, which I'm quite proud of, which is 200 million woodcutting experience. I never have thought that I could achieve 200 million woodcutting. I put literally every lamp I got into woodcutting when I could, and also Brawling Gloves did help me speed up the process by quite a bit. Next off we have another skilling pet. It just keeps getting better and better with those broadcasts. Very happy to get that at 151 million. I forgot to record 120 cooking, or I couldn't find the file anymore. I don't know where it was, but we did manage to get 200 million cooking as well that year, which was a great achievement. Cooking is quite AFK, quite chill to do, so wasn't really that much effort when you set your mind to it and do things AFK for such a long period of time. Another AFK thing, rune crafting. Of course I could have done other methods, but I just didn't want to bother myself with those really not AFK methods. So I did RuneSpan for quite a while. Was already quite far into the rune crafting experience because I already put all my lamps for years and years on rune crafting, so I had tons of bonus experience left over, which is a little bit of a bummer. But 232 million bonus experience left, but we got 200 million rune crafting experience. So happy about that. Also we got the rune crafting pet, but couldn't find any recordings of that, unfortunately, but luckily we got, in my opinion, the best looking pet out there. 120 construction as well. One of the last 120s I needed, or actually the last one, because here we achieved 120 in all skills, which is kind of a big deal actually, to get 120 all skills. But for me it was just a milestone on the road to 5.6, because at that point I was so close to that, to the 5.6. That 120 all was very nice to get, but it isn't the cape or anything like that. But it was a nice broadcast to 120 skills, 120 in all. But after that, very fast we got 5.5 billion experience, which is also a great broadcast. 100 million experience of the big goal of the 5.6 crew, and very happy to achieve 5.5. Almost done here with construction as well. 200 million construction achieved with the flat packs, which was quite enjoyable. It was so fast experience. I think it was like 1.8. Also had a lot of pulse cores and cinder cores, so sped up the process even more. So I did get that in a few weeks. I think 1.5 weeks from 120 to 200 mil, something like that. So quite fast as well. And then we just had one skill left after that 200 mil to get, and that was ranged. So now the moment was here when I got my 5.6 billion experience. Actually never thought I would achieve this, because it just was so daunting to get 200 mil in every possible skill, because some of them were quite slow in the past, but they got faster over time. But nevertheless, it's quite an achievement, if I say it myself, to get 5.6, and I was quite proud of it. Quite emotional as well, because it's just something you really wanted in the beginning when you started playing. Not so much, of course, but after a few years that was kind of the big goal you did want to achieve, but it seemed impossible to achieve actually at that time, to get the max experience. But we did get 200 million in all skills. Ranged was the last one. So happy to get this done, the 5.6, and I'm quite proud that I achieved it. It also gives me some peace of mind while doing clue scrolls, that I'm not missing out on any skilling gains, which was kind of a, it was a factor at some point that I just didn't feel comfortable doing clues, because I wanted to get 5.6, and right now I got 5.6. So we did get it finally after a quite gruesome few months of really grinding that out for the final stretch, but I'm happy I did it. Now we can get back to clue scrolls full time. Maybe someday we are going to get a completion escape, but not in the works right now. I'm focusing on the hard and elite clue scrolls and some masters, of course. But for now, it's back to hard clue scrolls. Hope you all really enjoyed this 1 year progress video. I'm really proud that I can show this to you and get 2 amazing achievements done with the quest point cape and the 5.6. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Thank you all for watching. Leave the like if you want to see more. And don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the bell icon to never miss any new videos. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.